Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's Friday the 26th of July and it's 5:45. Heading home after what has been a pretty hectic week actually. It's kind of funny, last week was pretty sort of steady-ish and then this week's been ridiculously busy. It makes you wonder how it manages to do that it can't just be a nice even amount, all steady all the way through. You have little quiet bits and then stupidly rammed busy bits. So yeah, it's been exceptionally busy. It's been exceptionally hot. How ridiculously hot has it been in the UK?
Warning, expand, radar,
So I think Wednesday we did get up to like 32 degrees, which is just ridiculous. And yesterday it was like 28 degrees in the house, and it was so warm you couldn't really be inside. I spent all yesterday evening out in the garden. It was just too hot to even think of going in the house. So yeah, it's just been mentally hot. But like today it's been really hot, but it's been like this all day, all cloudy and no sun or anything, and you wouldn't think it'd get so hot, but it's 27 degrees in the office. Yeah, it's you know, it's cloudy, there's no sun or anything. So yeah, it's been really humidy, sticky, just too hot to do anything, and it makes you really tired and lethargic, but it's too hot to actually sleep well, but it's also just too hot to feel like being bothered doing anything really. Well, I don't know, that's me anyway. Which has been alright if I'd had nothing to do, but I've got loads to do, so we're having to soldier through it all. So yeah, it's been a pretty busy week. So last Friday, what happened? Not a lot really, I don't think. Got home, whatever time. Yeah, tired. Oh, I messed about, because I think it was wet last Friday. Oh, it was pouring, wasn't it? It was really wet. So yeah, so last Friday night all I did was I was sorting out the rest of my bot for my new token on the Steam engine. So that's for just different tokens on the, still based on the Steam blockchain, of course. So yes, I just sort of tweaked up my my bot and its replies and things, and got it all running nicely, and did some posts for it, and that all seems to have gone rather well, to be honest. Creating that, it's generating quite a few buy and sell orders, which I was surprised about, but I suppose once people start accumulating it, they might want to buy more of it, or speculating it's going to climb readily, of course. Or if they've been given a load, because I've been dishing them out left, right and centre, they maybe want to sell them and see, you know, just get some instant money back. People are going to buy them off them, but of course at the moment there's not really much price demand for them. So well, no, there's not that much, I'm trying to say, not that much value to them, you know, because it's relatively brand new and no one knows what it is except it's the coffee token, or coffee app token, because someone nicked coffee. That's annoying. It would be nice just doing pling coffee to give someone a coffee. Someone's got beer, pling beer, that's a good one, you see. Thinking ahead, they were pling beer. Have yourself a tasty beer token. So yes, it's my coffee app token. So it's yeah, it's gone alright. So I'll just see what happens with it really. And the bot's going down well, everyone. It's not being ridiculously abused at the moment. That's the good news. It's not being, you know, people aren't giving it away all the time, left, right and centre, and they're not trying to sort of scam the system and get extra tokens when they shouldn't do. So I'm kind of happy about that. No doubt at some point someone's going to decide, especially if it gains value. That will be the problem, you see, because then there'll be that incentive to start, you know, spamming accounts to get the freebie tokens passed around. So, but you can always twiddle about with that bot and restrict how much it gives out, or just turn it off completely. It doesn't, you know, the bot isn't needed. It was just a kind of a fun thing, because I can give it away now when I reply to people's posts and reply to the comments. See, here I've a bit of my coffee token in reward. Right, I'm going to go in, see if Mr. Nellis has sent me any words, because I've not looked, because I've been so busy in the heat, and then we'll come back, and then we're doing another stop off. Yeah, so it's going to be a 3-part vlog. That's going to be confusing. Okay, right, see you in a minute. Okay, so I'm back from dropping the parcels off. The guy behind the counter, the usual guy, see, he always has these amazing chats with me. Tells me loads of stuff. Honestly, I ain't got a clue what he's telling me. I just have to agree with him. Not a clue what he's saying. He doesn't have. He just tells me all these amazing things, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, really, no, wow, incredible. No idea what he's on about. Not a clue. Oh, Mr. Nellis has sent me a huge list this week, because he only had a little one last week. So let's hope no one wants fuel, because I'm in the way. And they're all waiting to dive in. Right, Mr. Nellis, my things to talk about on your vlog. My dad and Gio, as they went to see The Lion King on Friday last week. Me, as I've been to the awards night, which I have won an award for my Clickyton library work on Friday evening. Congratulations, Richard, on winning an award for your Clickyton library work. Well done. The 50th anniversary of Neil Armstrong's moon landing. Yes, it has been the anniversary of the moon. The moon has been anniversary-fied. Me, as I've seen my old friend called Aaron at Shibden Park. Well, it's been hot. I imagine half the world's been at Shibden Park this week. 5, me, as I've sang Perfect by Fairground Attraction at the Feathers Pub on Tuesday evening. You have a good choice in songs to sing, you know. 6, Boris Johnson, as he is now the Prime Minister. Yes, we know that's happened. 7, we won't believe that it has been a year that Bob Bell has last done a vlog. I'm glad you're checking for me, because I'd feel guilty if I found out that it had done one and I'd not been to look. But I haven't been to look because I've been too busy myself. Because it's busy, you see. That's the thing when you're busy. You just can't do everything. Working. It's hard work is working. And then when you're done working, you don't really want to do more working. That's the way it goes. Have you ever seen Stay Away from the Trap Door? Because there's something down there. It rings a bell. Was it a cartoon or something? 9, the Brighouse and Rastrick Brass Band coming to Victoria Theatre on the 31st of August. Is it now? Fascinating, Richard. I will look forward to seeing that. Let's just check that I did turn this stupid thing on. Yeah, and it's still on. Okay, let's. Oh, we could have sneaked out then, but no, we're not. And there's loads of cars coming. So yes, the most of the point of this week is going to be the fact it's been a scorcher. Been so hot after all that miserable wet weather last week. It's just been amazing. Scorching hot. Oh, look, he's been out harvesting his straw bales. Look a bit wobbly on the back of that lorry though. Whew. I wouldn't get alongside him, Mercedes. I think I'd stay where you are. Good chance they're going to flop over on it. Certainly if he goes around a bend. Nasty. So yes, boiling hot is basically what it's been. Last weekend wasn't so fabulous, but we'd go fishing on Saturday. It was funny, it looked like it was going to rain. In fact, it did rain a bit. We went about 2 o'clock, and it just came out lovely with her. I was amazed. So went fishing with my boy and his friend that likes dancing in front of the car when I get back. Doing the default fortnight dance or whatever it is he does. So my brain just went so yeah, we went fishing, which we didn't actually do much fishing because next door's dad, he did the fishing mostly. He got rods for the two boys as well, but no, they wanted to be off around looking around the lake. So we went walking around the lake and investigating stuff and messing about, and then after a bit more sort of sitting around deciding fishing isn't very exciting, they had me walk them to a nearby park. So we went to a park and went all the cool stuff on there. So that was excuse me, that was pretty good. Sunday, went over to my dad's pretty early because he wanted some gardening doing. Got all these bushes and shrubs to chop down. So, oh god, hey, dear me. So I went over early, helped out, chopping everything down. Now we had a bit of a delay to it.
Warning, risk zone, speed limit, 30 miles per hour. Mute on.
It got an old strimmer that was okay, but when it came across a particularly tough twig, it just jammed up, screeched, and then you had to stop it and then sort of set the blades moving again. Then it got a new one, and it'd still been favouring the old one, but the new one was much better at the thicker stuff, and if you want to chop it right back, then you needed the new one out. So he'd had the old one out, I got the new one out to go and do it, but I got it out.
Warning, risk zone.
I'm carrying it across, and I realised that there's about 10 centimetres worth of power cable sticking out of the back of the strimmer itself, and it's just chopped off. So whoever used it last had chopped it off. And it wasn't me, and it wasn't my dad. I think because he had the gardener come and chop everything down last year, and he'd used my dad's tools, and somehow he's managed to chop the cable off. But instead of saying, "Oh, I'm very sorry, I've chopped your cable off," he's just wound all the cable up and put it back in its box with this hedge trimmer and left it for us to find. So, go to do your hedge trimming. Oh, the power cable's chopped in half. Marvellous. By good fortune, I had my toolkit with me, and we did have in the garage a sort of a connector unit. It's like a 3-pin, you plug it into each other connector. So I was able to fix it pretty much straight away. I just fitted this connector on, stripped the wires and then put them into the connector, then connected it all up, and yeah, it was all good. So it wasn't too much of a disaster, but I mean, it'd have been really annoying knowing that our plan was to do all that if I'd not had my toolkit, because then I wouldn't, well, actually we could have probably borrowed some tools off next door, but you know, it'd just been frustrating, because if you'd known about it, see, we'd have had an all year from when it was done last to fix it, you know, so it was ready when we did want to use it. So I don't know, some people, eh? So that was Sunday, and then Sunday night, what happened Sunday night? Oh, I did my Sublime Sunday post. I don't think there was a lot really, can't say I remember. Then back to work, of course, every week. And like I say, it's been a pretty busy week. Now, fortunately, I only had to roast on Monday and Tuesday. There's been a bit of a slowdown on coffee. Not really surprised given the weather conditions. Not exactly prime coffee drinking conditions when it's 32 degrees, is it? I think plenty of cold drinks have been consumed this week. So, But yeah, so fortunately I managed to get everything done Monday and Tuesday before the particularly hot weather. But I have invested now in, you don't mind me, you know, just block the road up. You could wait not blocking the road up instead of just driving out into the road and then just completely blocking it, but no. So, yeah, I had to fit a new fan in the roasting room because from previous experience before it's been ridiculously hot even now, but doing all that 100 kilos of roasting I had to do, just too much. The heat was just terrible, so I had to fix it somehow. So got a new fan which is an industrial size, and it's moving 2,444 meters cubed of air per hour, I think that is. So basically it blows a lot, and I couldn't decide what to do because I can't do it to the outside anymore. Well, I didn't want to because it's a 20 centimeter diameter fan, and in theory someone could rip it out if I had it on the outer bit and then try and get in through the hole. I mean, 20 centimeters is pretty narrow still, but I didn't really want to push my luck with it, so I did it through because there's an old doorway into the warehouse. So I thought, you know, I'll put it through that because that's nice and easy. It's a wooden door, but it's boarded up in the roastery side. You can't even see it from the roast side. So I thought I'll put it through there, but then do I blow hot air out of the roasting room into our warehouse, or do I suck the cooler air from the rest of the warehouse into the roasting room? And decision was I would suck the air into the roasting room, so take cooler air from the rest of the warehouse and put it into the roasting room, which would push the hotter air out. And I thought also that would help because that's feeding the roaster, because the roaster itself is always sucking air through it and out, so it's consuming it, and so all I'm doing is helping feed fresh cooler air into the room, and also it perhaps help with my little external extraction that's trying to suck air out, because I thought that's probably struggling more because it's fighting against the roaster, which is forcing air out, and it's trying to force air out, but it hasn't got the capacity of the roaster. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing, sucking cooler air from the warehouse into the roasting room, and today I did 4 roasts and it was a lot better. I mean, admittedly, we started at 25 degrees in, which is unheard of. You know, in winter you start at 5 degrees. So yeah, 25 degrees starting point. But it only rose 3 degrees to 28 by the time I finished roasting, which, considering it's 27 in the offices, that's not bad going at all, really. So it certainly helped a lot, and I think once we get back to normal temperatures it'll be even better. Right, I better go and just get me thing from here, and then I'll be back. So see you in a minute. Right, that's that little job done. Let's see if I can finally get home at some point today. Feels like an age since I left for work at 8 o'clock this morning. I'll say it's been a particularly busy week, so I'm kind of ready for a rest. And it's been kind of every night I've been out, just because it's been so hot. I mean, it's been nice weather, so you want to stay out because it's nice weather. We're going to risk this way. So the problem with this way is, if you meet someone, you're stuck, because one of you is going to have to back up 4 miles. Well, not miles, but a fair way. So this next bend is going to be, and of course the other thing is they come racing around here. There, we're safe. We've made it, because we can see where the entrance bit is. Let's stop otherwise. So yeah, I've just been out every night, sort of get back out. Did a lot of barbecues this week, which barbecues are alright, but it's all work. Because I've got to stand there watching everything and turning it over so it doesn't burn on one side and gets evenly cooked and stuff. So, you know, you end up, that can be an hour and a half of a job. Alright, you're out in the garden enjoying the nice weather, but doing that, so I've not done much Steam stuff, I'm a bit behind on comments, whatever else. I did manage to go to the Pimpy Post Thursday though, the first time in goodness knows how long, so that shocked everyone that I'd turned up finally. So yeah, it's that was pretty good, and I was actually sat outside with my laptop and my earphones on. In fact, I was sat in my catch of the day from last week, because we didn't catch any fish, but I caught a fishing chair, one of those folding up fishing chairs. It was at the side of the lake, sort of hidden in some reeds and stuff, so I clocked it and I thought, right, we're having that chair to sit in the garden in. So oh, better get over for him. So I did, I had it, and it's not bad, it's quite comfy to sit in. Now, this is a horrible junction. Whoa, motorbike coming. Horrible junction, because you can't see down, and then, like I say, some sneaky motorbike coming out of nowhere there. Going a bit quicker than he should do, because he wasn't there when I first looked, but because I was looking more at the downhill bit, because it's a blind bend, and if you you know, you're not careful, they come quite fast up there, and it's a very short distance from that blind bend to where you are, so you can pull out and they've just shot round. Get past this one. Whew. So yes, risky business. So I forgot what I was talking about now with all of that. Don't suppose it matters really. So that's it. Lots of barbecuing, not much, a lot of rest, a lot of chilling out in the garden. Oh yeah, I was on my laptop, my headphones on. I was probably out there sort of thinking, why the devil is he sat in the garden talking to himself? Because I've got my headphones on. And oh. Let's try and negotiate this. So anyway, that's it for this week, I think. Once we get in, sneak our way in there, and I think Ellis is coming to do his little doobie dance. Yeah, there you go. It's the Fortnite default dance, and even Wade wants to get in on the act. So have a good weekend, and next week I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. See ya.